A woman, a well, and a lesson in worship. It's the perfect time to be transformed. I'm Mike Morrison with 2 minutes of insight and inspiration. Welcome to 2 Minute Transformation. It happens to be one of my favorite recorded conversations in the Bible, and it's found in John's Gospel, chapter 4. Jesus takes the long way around to his next destination and stops off at a well in Samaria. There, he strikes up a conversation with a local woman. Now, before you can ever understand the true beauty of this chat, you have to know that Samaritans and Jews were not typically found standing around the water cooler having a friendly discussion about anything. There was a lot of racial prejudice that existed between the two cultures, but Jesus is about to tear down the walls of bigotry and affirm not just the worth of this woman, but the worth of all humanity, irrespective of race and origin. As the discussion progresses, Jesus reveals that he knows more about the woman than she could imagine possible, and in verse 19, she perceives that Jesus must be a prophet, and now the conversation begins to turn to the subject of worship. Jesus has one goal in mind as he talks with the woman and that well, and that goal is her transformation. And could it be that there's a connection between our transformation and our worship? In verses 23 and 24, Jesus says to her, "But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth." Yes, there is an inescapable connection between our transformation and our worship. There are two things Jesus wants us to understand here about worship. God is spirit, and connecting with him cannot be done by going through the mechanics of worship. Liturgy is okay to guide us in worship, but liturgical acts that are absent of our heart and soul are empty. When we have to put our heart into it. Second, we can't fake it. Our worship has to be grounded in biblical integrity and personal honesty. With sincere hearts, we are invited to cultivate a relationship with God absent of mere form and ceremony, so we can be transformed.